After trailing for the majority of the first 3 quarters of play, San Beda finally coming to within 1 as we enter the final quarter of play. And the San Beda squad and fans are loving it as their team has come to within 1. And we are glad to have you with us for this special ABS-CBN Sports coverage.
Take a look at these numbers right here. You can just see, how serious San Beda was in trying to defend the ball in the third quarter. By, being stingy the way we know them to be, okay, by giving up only 12 points. And of course, in the second quarter, by giving up only 10 points. But then again, one thing that has been missing is that take a look at the numbers of San Beda right now. They've scored 14 and 12 at the same time. That can't be.
And another bad pass from David Semerad. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Anton Ross alongside Coach Tenichi Ituri, and later on we will have our second game between the defending champion San Sebastian College going up against the still winless Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. But right now we have an exciting matchup between the dark horse MAPUA and San Beda College.
Well, MAPUA definitely will be, the dark horse team here, and I think that, you could safely say that they will compete here in this year of the NCAA.
And remember, last year, San Sebastian was the dark horse. And I remember you, Coach, telling me that your pick to win the championship was San Sebastian last year.
Yeah, because of the quality of the game that they showed. See? And if and when MAPUA, keeps on playing this way, then you would see that they would, get some upsets and start beating the lower rung of teams here.
MAPUA hanging on to a 1-point lead. Sarangay wanted the ball to come to him quicker, and Stevens acknowledged it that he was late on that pass. Let's go to a Samsung courtside update with EJ Gamboa. EJ?
Thanks, Anton. As this intense ball game is winding down in this last quarter, the Red Lions are still trying their very best to cut the lead of the Cardinals. During the huddle, Coach Frankie wants the boys, and he's reminding the boys to not give in to the traps of the Cardinals. Instead, they must be extra wise in making decisions. They must also stop forcing those shots, and they got to secure the ball. Giving up is not in the vocabulary of the San Beda Red Lions, and they are more eager to send a message that they are back for redemption. Back to you, Anton and Tonichi.
Thank you, EJ, for that Samsung courtside update. Samsung turned on tomorrow. Coach Frankie told the guys they have to be extra wise. David Semerad not echoing Coach Frankie's words with that foul on Maki Acosta.
And was he the same one who...
Oh, that was a terrible fall by Anthony Semerad. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That should hurt. No doubt about it. He was not able to control that fall of his.
Colliding in the air with TG Guillermo.
Take a look at this. See?
I hope he didn't bang his head too hard, but he's holding on to his back though.
Well, that was that was a strong thud that we heard here.
And now the entire San Beda team around Anthony.
One of the few times we see both brothers play at the same time, huh?
Anthony and David, two Phil Australian players for San Beda coming out of high school.
And they're playing together to confuse you.
A lot of teams wanted these brothers, but in the end, they felt at home with San Beda. And that is why they are wearing the red and white. But again, not a good sight for San Beda fans. You can see David there crouching beside Anthony.
Oh, here comes the medic. He may not need that. He's a tough cookie.
He's holding a stretcher. TG Guillermo on that hard drive, colliding in the air with Anthony.
And the worst thing, yes. And the worst thing, I think, was that they called a foul on Anthony.
San Beda down by 1, 48-47, with 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
Well, and so far, I think in 3 games that San Beda has played, this has, this is the most threat that they got from the other team, from their opponents.
St. Anthony, this is a good sign. We see him standing up.
He's tough. You know.
Standing 6'5", weighing 210 pounds.
Wow.
10 pounds lighter than his twin brother, David.
And is that the reason why does he play the wing or is it the other one?
Anthony plays the wing position. David is a big man.
Okay, and he's the heavier one.
No. David is the heavier
David
one.
is the heavier one. Okay.
David is heavier by about 10 pounds.
Okay, you'll have to help me on both these brothers because they confuse me.
Yeah, I understand. Anthony, number 6. David Semerad wearing jersey number 14 as TG Guillermo of MAPUA knocks down his first free throw.
Well, TG Guillermo has been solid for MAPUA.
TG so far 4 points in this ball game, one of the leaders of this team.
But he has been defending, he has been dishing out, those passes for them.
He puts his team up by 5. 50-47. The dark horse against last year's NCAA runners-up.
Well, just when I was talking about, how serious San Beda was at trying to regain the championship at the start of the ball game. See, now, they're being threatened big time by a team like MAPUA.
Well, MAPUA has to be motivated. A steal here. Good tap by Stevens. Steven will go all the way.
Great pass by Guillermo that time. He made sure that, a Red Lion committed to him before he even dished that perfect pass.
Lead is back up to 5 for MAPUA, 52-47.
Well, in the absence of Sudan Daniel, I think, the bigger guys at MAPUA are having an easier time trying to defend the post.
De La Rosa hopping inside, but there was a foul.
Yep, the foul came first, if I'm not mistaken.
And MAPUA wants a traveling violation on Rome De La Rosa.
Yep, without that foul, it would have been. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, you see this hop step by Rome De La Rosa, but he was caught in between Mark Sarangay and Rodel Ranices. So it will be an inbounds play for San Beda.
Underneath the basket.
San Beda down by 5 with 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Here's Lanete, defended by Ranices. Borgie Hermida swings it to De La Rosa. David Semerad inside to Marcelo. Marcelo, good catch, but forced shot there by David Marcelo.
Marcelo has been quiet since the first half.
He has not scored since the first half after scoring 12 points and grabbing 10 rebounds.
He has to assert himself here, if they want to go on probably with that winning streak of theirs.
I haven't seen many successful seals by the San Beda Bigs so far in this game.
Not by Marcelo. Well, we saw that against Sudan Daniel. Sudan Daniels against Parala, but not anymore.
7 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. San Beda gets an extra possession here. Hermida defended by Stevens. Here's Marcelo, defended by Sarangay. De La Rosa, trying to muscle his way against
the shorter Guillermo. See, that was wise of them, to identify that mismatch.
Good recognition on the part of De La Rosa. Let's go to Stephanie C for another courtside update for MAPUA. Steph?
It's been a good start and a good game for the MAPUA Cardinals. Coach Chito said, even if it's a close fight, it's okay as long as they're still focused. Having one last quarter left to conquer, Coach Chito wants them to strengthen their defense and to maintain their offense. Sabi niya, let's get the ball in our possession. Huwag natin ibibigay. He wants his boys to be able to execute the plays properly and to make good decisions inside the court. Anton?
Thank you, Stephanie, for that Samsung courtside update. Samsung turn on tomorrow.
I think Coach Chito Victorero knows very well that, he has to keep it close for him to have a chance at snatching the win here today.
Remember, MAPUA has not defeated San Beda since NCAA season 84 in the Final Four. So MAPUA is motivated to defeat this San Beda Red Lion squad.
Well, they have every reason to do so. See, considering that they're playing one of the premier teams in the league, which is San Beda. San Beda was, through the years has either, won it